You know this situation, right? You say something like, when I arrived, the movie started. But what if the movie actually began before you got there? How do you say that? It's a super common grammar puzzle, but don't worry. English has this really elegant solution. And honestly, it's more than just a rule. It's like a storytelling superpower.
And that solution? It's the past perfect tense. Today, we're going to unlock exactly what it is, how you build it, and most importantly, when to use it. By the end of this, you'll be telling your stories with way more clarity and maybe even a little bit of drama.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll get the main idea down. Then we'll check out the structure, see how it works in real sentences, and wrap up with a quick quiz to make sure it all stuck. Sound good? Let's do it.
All right, Section 1. Let's dive into this tale of two pasts. Really, it all just boils down to one thing: understanding the sequence of events. What happened first? Okay, check this out. This timeline pretty much solves our little puzzle from the beginning. See? You've got two things that happened in the past: the movie starting and you arriving. That little phrase, had started, that's the past perfect. It's like a big flashing sign that tells you the movie began before you walked in. It's the action that came first. Simple as that.
So here's the bottom line. The past perfect is your go-to tool for talking about a past that happened before another past. Yeah, I know it sounds a little weird, but its whole job is to make the timeline crystal clear and show everyone exactly what happened first.
Okay, so now we know what it is. Let's get into the blueprint, how you actually build it. And you're going to love this part because it's super consistent and really easy to put together. It's literally a three-step formula. Seriously, you start with your subject, like I, she, or they. Step 2, you always add the helping verb had. No exceptions. And step 3, you just add the past participle of your main verb. Words like finished, left, or seen. So you get sentences like she had left or they had studied. It works the exact same way every single time. Now, what if you want to make it negative? It's even easier. You just pop the word not right after had. So, she had left becomes she had not left. Or, let's be real, in a normal conversation, you're just going to say the contraction, she hadn't left.
And asking a question? So simple. Just flip the subject and had. Instead of saying she had left, you just ask, had she left? That's it. The rest of the sentence stays exactly the same. Easy, right?
Okay, moving on to Section 3, putting it all to use. I mean, knowing the formula is great and all, but the real power comes from knowing when to actually use it. This is where the magic happens.
So, you're going to find yourself reaching for the past perfect in basically three main situations. The first one is obvious, for an action that was completely finished before another past action. Second, and this is a big one, you use it to explain the cause of a past situation. And third, you'll see it pop up with specific time expressions.
And this example? It's perfect for that second point. They were late because they had missed the bus. So why were they late? Well, the sentence tells us the reason, the thing that happened first. They had missed the bus. That's what caused them to be late. See how the past perfect just makes that cause and effect relationship totally clear? Now think of these words as little signal flags in a sentence. Whenever you see words like before, after, already, just, or especially by the time, that should be a little light bulb going off in your head. It's a huge clue that you probably need the past perfect to get the timeline straight. And here's a classic example with one of those signal words. By the time we arrived. Okay, so that's the later action, right? Our arrival. So, what happened before that? The train had left. Two different moments in the past, perfectly ordered, no confusion. And this table just lays it all out so clearly. It's a direct side-by-side comparison. The past perfect column, that's always the earlier action. The past simple column, that's the later one. She had left, that happened first, before I arrived. That happened second. It's just a great way to see how they work together.
All right, you've seen what it is, how to build it, and when to use it. Now it's time for a quick final check to make sure all the stuff is locked in. You ready?
Let's practice. So how would you fill in the blank here? She finish the exam before the bell rang. You've got two things in the past, finishing the exam and the bell ringing. Your clue word is before, so which one happened first? You got it. She had finished. The finishing of the exam came before the bell rang. That's why we used the past perfect. Nicely done. Okay, let's do one more, just to be sure. They leave the house before it started raining. Again, two past actions. leaving the house, and the rain starting. Before is your big clue. What do you think?
Perfect. They had left. They were already out the door. And then the rain started. See? You've totally got this.
So, let's do a quick summary. What's the big takeaway? The past perfect is your secret weapon for talking about something in the past that happened before something else in the past. And the formula? Couldn't be easier. Subject plus had plus the past participle. You've just added a really precise tool to your storytelling toolkit.
And look at that. We're right back where we started with our movie problem. But now this sentence makes perfect sense, right? When we arrived, the film had already started. Our arrival was the second thing to happen. The film starting, that was the first. The past perfect just makes it so easy to get.
So let me ask you this. What story from your own past can you tell more clearly now? Think about some moment that had a twist, or a reason why something happened that wasn't obvious at first. With the past perfect in your back pocket, you now have the exact tool you need to build that suspense and reveal the past. Well, perfectly.